Hello and welcome to another screencast about the Ransburg Scout Reservation online portal. My name is Jeff Cox. I am the reservation director, and what I would like to show you in this screencast is our adult leader community. Communities are mechanisms by which people who use the portal can share information. We have a particular use with the adult leader community. So let's just start by going to the adult leader tab on the website, the default website, and there are a number of links across the top. One of them says community. And in here, there's been this message, maybe you've seen it, maybe you've not, but there's this message here that talks about the adult leader community. If you're not an adult leader, the screencast may not be that important to you, but it still might have some useful information about future communities that we'll be creating on the online portal. In particular, what I want to point out is that you will need to be part of the adult leader community if you are going to access the online planner. If you are going to be able to register boys for merit badges, you will need to be a part of this adult leader community. So, how do we become part of the adult leader community? Well, the first thing you need to do is sign in. If you've been here in the past, you know that I have an account that I use for demonstration, which is my son's account. He has absolutely no idea. So type in your email, put in your password, click sign in, and now, again, if you recall, there is this information that shows up at the top once you're logged in. And you've probably seen this a couple times and said, what is this all about? It says go to, but there's nothing there to click on. Well, what we're about to learn is how to make something there that you can click on. All right, so if you go back to that Adult Leader tab, and then you click on Community, now you'll notice that there's a new box that shows up. That's because this box is only available to those persons who are actually logged in and have an account on the portal. This is essentially a box which shows all the communities you're a part of, what you've joined, and the communities that are available. What's important for us now is the available communities. We click on the available communities, and there are two down here that are listed. We have the RansburgBSA.org, which is the default public community, and then we have the adult leader community, which is restricted. In order to join the RansburgBSA.org community, you simply click on join, and now you're a part of it. If ever you want to leave, you click on leave. With regard to the adult leader community, you have to request membership for that. So you click on the request membership link, and there's a little bit of a description about it. Then just type something in here. Really what we're looking for is that when we decide whether you should be part of the community, we need to identify that you're actually an adult leader. It's not like we are going to come to your house and ask for 3 pieces of identification. It's not, the information that you're accessing is not that critical. However, we do want to kind of keep the community somewhat closed, in particular from people who might be wanting to advertise or spam or any of those sorts of things. So put your name, your troop number, what council you're in, that sort of stuff, and apply. So we might say Tristan Cox, who actually lives in Ohio and is part of the Black Swamp Council. And you might say something about who you are. Okay. Once you've done that, you click Save. and you should receive, or you should see your request processed successfully and your request was sent. You should receive a reply by mail. Now, you won't immediately receive a reply. What will happen is one of us administrators of the portal, or in particular one of the community administrators of the adult leader community, will receive an email indicating that someone has applied for, or someone has requested a membership, and then we will take a look at your comments and then click approve or decline. Okay, so one other thing to point out is that on the bottom of the screen once you've logged in is this thing that's called Online Friends, and this corresponds to the online communities or the different communities. You can actually chat with someone else who is logged into the portal at the same time you are, and in the same community. So on this other screen, I have myself logged in, and I'm going to show you some things about the adult leader community there in just a second. But I did want to show you that with these communities, you can click on the person you want to chat with and just say, and then over here, I will receive a little funky noise, and it will give me a message, and then I just respond, and you have to actually be on the screen to see it. So, okay, so that's that. That is the messaging. I'm going to close this window, and we're going to look at my account, my actual account, not the Tristan account, because in this account I'm a member of both the Ransburg community and the adult leader community, and I didn't want to show you all the different, go through the process of authorizing. But now up here under Go To, you will see some additional things to click on. Adult leaders and the Ransburg.org. So the green arrow corresponds to the current community that you are viewing, which is the default website, and RansburgBSA.org. Let's go to the adult leader community. So we move our mouse up, click there, and notice everything changes quite drastically, actually. And that is on purpose. Part of the adult leader community is to do, well, I don't know about part of, but what our purpose with the adult leader community is for you to do the work and get things done with regard to your visit at camp this summer, or whichever summer it is that you'll be attending camp. And though I think the pictures and a lot of the stuff we have on the RansburgBSA.org site is great, I don't think that it necessarily works well for the things that you're going to do here. We wanted something much cleaner and a little bit more slimmed down so that you can just get right at the information and not be bothered by the busyness of all of the pictures and the cool things. Also note that up here you can actually use that URL to come directly to this community, but you will have to sign in order to access things. So real quickly, let's take a look at some of the things that you can see and do in this community. Again, there is what's new, which is just basically some information about current things happening at camp or current things happening on the portal. And as the summer progresses, different things will show up here. Let's take a look here at the Leader's Guide. We have done our best to take what you receive in the mail as a Leader Guide and put it here in a wiki format. If you're not familiar with the wiki, you might take a quick pause and do a search, and you'll find out that a wiki is a user editable document or user editable format for presenting information. What that means is all of this information here about the Leader's Guide is available to you to view, as well as potentially make edits to. That is, you can't actually publish an edit without it being approved by one of the community administrators. But if you happen to see an error or something that we missed on this online leaders guide, you can just make a change, send it to us, and we'll take a look and make sure it's something that we want to put out there to everyone. It's part of what a community is all about, sharing the information. So spend some time there, take a look at the Leaders Guide. Next is the blogs. Here we just have a few. I wrote this 2011, and Chris Shotwell, one of the assistant camp directors, put it up here as we were building the site, and he posted a couple other things. But here we may put just some quick notes or things that we think are worthy of an actual document relevant to the current summer. So you might find some blogs here. We also will probably start having specific staff members who want to blog about something going on during the summer, and even potentially some adult leaders who might want to blog about certain things, whether it be your experiences at camp or what has made your experience at camp great, and some of the things and lessons you've learned, for example, all types of things that you might be able to do if you so desire. Next is the forum, and here you'll have an opportunity to make posts, ask questions, read other people's questions, and maybe even search for answers to questions that you have. Currently, as you can tell, there's pretty much nothing in there, so not a lot of luck in finding answers to your questions, but our hope is that you will be able to find answers to your questions without having to wait for an email to come back to you. And from our perspective, a lot of people ask the same questions over and over again, and having them documented here so that everyone can see them is great. And then finally is the calendar, and here on the calendar we will be posting events. In particular, currently we have the online planner goes live on the 20th of April, and if you are a member of this community, ideally you will receive a reminder email about that happening. Okay, just a couple things left to talk about with the online or with the adult leader community. One thing, if you notice here on a lot of these different pages, you will see this subscribe button here on blog. You'll see a subscribe button here on forums. Even inside of the individual, I probably shouldn't click there, it's not stuff you typically see. Inside the individual forums, you will find a link to subscription once there are actually people posting here. What that does is it allows you to receive emails anytime something new is added to that forum. If you're like me, I don't think about coming back here and looking and doing that sort of stuff. So I like to have some stuff pushed to me. So that's what these subscriptions are all about. And pretty much everything on this community allows you to subscribe to a particular item and have changes or new things pushed to you, just in case you want to make sure that you're kept in the loop. And then finally, there is something that you don't see here, but up here next to calendar will be a link to the online planner or the merit badge scheduling application. When it goes live, this is where you will come and you'll click on that link, and when you click on that link, it should provide you with all the necessary information to register your boys this summer online. I think that's about it for the online adult leader community. As always, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to send us an email at support@ransburgbsa.org, and we'll do our best to get back with you. Can't wait to see you this summer. Hope all is going well with your preparations.